internal to that. So this is really the key. We came to this conclusion that for a doctor, two things are really important. First, the right diagnosis, but then the second thing is to convey, to inform, to communicate this diagnosis and to communicate what should be changed. And even if he gives a drug that maybe is the right drug, maybe a supplement, people may not absorb it, they may not accept, the body may not accept it. So it's interesting, not even the body accepts it. So why is this like this? And you said something about
You don't believe it.
you don't believe it. You see, you don't believe it, but then you can say what's belief and or how is the body? Body has not really the concept of belief. Yes. See, this is all a quick suggestion, but really it's not helpful, because when you tell the person, well, you really have to believe now, you have to stop smoking, or you have to stop going to McDonald's, or you have to do this or that, and they don't do it. But of course they believe it. They believe, yeah, I mean, I can see I'm smoking too much. I can see I drink too much. I think I know I'm working too much. I know I have not really a happy life. And so they know, they believe. They know more than they believe. They know it. See, it's our culture that does not think about the deepest problem, the deepest question of our life anymore, because it's really not the time for thinking about ourselves. We are more in the mechanic part. We know 13,000 individual parts of the body. We can show it even in 3D. But we almost don't know one key element of our psyche, of our emotions. I mean, there's more than 13,000 emotions. But we can maybe say 5. We can name 5. We don't, as a culture, we have lost the concept of the mind, the emotion, the spirit, the consciousness. We don't know much to say about this anymore. But the body, we can take apart in every detail. So now I'm bringing this back and I say, core can do all the mechanics, can do all the energetics. But what's more important is to know why this thing is out of function. And it's always because there's first a more informational issue. And the same is also for the two main issues for a doctor's job is fun to diagnose, not only the mechanical part, but the energetic, information. And then to have the knowledge, what it takes to communicate it. That's completely absent. See, they tell people when they have a problem in hospital, if they have a severe problem, they tell them, well, we'll give you another 3 months to live. Okay, that's nothing bad because it's only information. You see? Or things like this. Or they tell them, well, in 3 months you'll be out of bed and you will be just like before. Did they have the accident to be just like before? When they're there, oh my God, I will be just like before? I made all this trouble, went all through this accident and this drama to be like the person I was before? All because culture doesn't know anymore what is life for. What's the purpose of accidents? What's the purpose of drama? So it's all about one thing, and this is about Alan's question. This laser stands for, see, it's not like normal laser. Laser usually stands for light amplification by stimulate emission of radiation. But laser here stands for life amplification by energy stimulated eigen resonance. So what does this mean? When all our life energy stimulates us for what? To be more ourselves, for eigen resonance. But in fact, our culture is made such that we lose more and more the sense of self. We are not trained to get a sense of self. Like this morning I walked in here in Ceylon and they make me a big high-rise apartment tower. and there was, at the bottom, there was the advertising in the showroom, and they say, we give you the sense of identity that you want, that you search for. Imagine, we give you the sense of identity that you search for. So, this is very good because this is the deepest issue for all human life. To have a sense of identity. Who am I? That I'm something, that I have a right to live, that I'm an individual. And this is really, people think they get it by getting this super expensive apartment, or getting a Mercedes, or getting a BMW, or getting a beautiful wife, or getting a big bank account, and they don't get it because it's not going this way. So, what do you need? You see, what do you do when you're an embryo? For 9 months, yes? And then, what do you do when you are adult? You do this. This is the embryo. There's the embryo, 9 months, you're like this. And then afterwards you do this. It's funny, but this is the only reason why you stick yourself some paper in the mouth. And some things that you know, you see, on every package you say how terribly unhealthy and how it destroys your health. Of course you believe it, of course. But you know they're not cheating, this is true. But still, because you're so desperate for having this sense of self. So, and this is really, it's not about knowing about yourself, it's feeling your sense of self. And this is what the laser is doing, it's feeding back your frequencies so you feel, you experience yourself. This is the revolution of energy medicine. I know we have this out now since like a year, and we have sold 150 units. 150 in 1 year without any really database of testimonials, and we get back all the testimonials now all the time, and this will go exponential because it's the number one thing people need today is this sense of self. So, and once you have the sense of self, people are ready to listen to what you have to say as a doctor. Because actually they don't need it anymore. They don't need the cigarette which gives them a sense of self. They don't need to have fast food that is really not giving them anything but just the imagination there of eating. So once they have a sense of self, they are just doing what's right for them. Because they know who they are, not intellectually, but physically, sensually, and that's really the idea of knowing yourself. It's not knowing what kind of brand of car you like, or what kind of coffee you like, or what kind of food you like. It's feeling yourself. So that's the key issue, and that's why this is called Life Amplification. By energy stimulated, we stimulate this energy Eigen Resonance. Eigen means the resonance of yourself. Eigen stands for self. German word. Okay.